guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're doing this really cool simulation today that works on cycles and on Eevee. So we're going to open a new file and then start. So we're first going to add a cylinder and then put the vertices at 6, and then the depth we're going to just bring it down until it's kind of thick. But then after we're going to add a modifier, which is the bevel modifier, and we're going to keep at 3 segments, and then on shading we're going to harden normals, and I'm going to shade it out smooth. So now I'm going to bring it with GX to the side, and then I'm going to add a new object which is going to be a plane, and then we're going to geometry nodes. I'll just cut this line, and then we're going to add an icosphere, and that's going to be our base mesh. So for the subdivisions, I'm going to put at 3 right now, then we mess this up later. So now we're going to press we're going to type in instance on points, and this is the one. So we're just going to add this object to this instance. So an easy way to do that is just to drag down. So now I'm going to just lower the scale because that's too big. I'm going to bring it to 0.1. Is a really good number. So now we're going to make the simulation. So the simulation is going to be controlled by a cube. I'm just going to scale until it's 0.1 like this. So then I'm going to duplicate this and then choose a cube, and then choose relative right here. That will change everything. And then we need to put a geometry proximity. So this is going to help us to calculate everything, just so we know how to rotate our stuff. So okay, we're going to come right here and plug the geometry into the target, and then the distance is going to go on the rotation. So it's going to look kind of weird until you move this on the Z, and then you see this really cool wave thing. Just keep moving up. So the animation can loop. It's kind of hard to make it, but I will just show you really fast. So I'm going to put 120 frames because that's a good number. I always use it. And then we can't make this, if we move this up, we can't keep this the exact same as the start, because there's always a little bend. So what we'll have to do is start at the top. So we're going to move it up until it gets like a kind of full loop, and then we're going to keep it like this. You can memorize this, or you can just use this as an image so you can see and then copy exactly. But I'm just going to instance the location with I, and then I'm going to go to frame 120 and then try to move up until this loops again, and then keep the exact same location. So it's kind of like this. So I almost got it. If we play right here, you see there's a little turn. I think I can bring it a little bit down like this. So you just press I again on the same frame you pressed. Yeah, so that's almost perfect. You can just keep changing it until it's good enough. So I'm going to select all of them with A and then press T and put linear, so we don't get that weird and then stop and then it goes. So we'll just keep on doing that. It's a little hard to find this. I got some luck here, but just keep trying until you find it. You'll find it in a way or another. So we're just going to do one thing now, which is we're going to plug the subdivision right here, and then we're going to set a material, so right over here, and then plug this into the material. And if you're wondering what this does, it appears on the modifier, so it's really easy to access. So we don't need this window anymore, so I'm just going to back to the layout, and then I will bring the subdivision up. That's far and it looks beautiful. So for the material, you just want kind of to the metallic one. So it's really easy to do metallic stuff. You can do the super easy way, or you can do it the normal way. So the super easy way is just to put the metallic up and then change the roughness until you like it. And then the other way, you can just plug this into a color ramp here. So, and then put a noise texture, so that will make it look better. Just to add detail. You can press Ctrl A and then scale. And then here, if you had Node Wrangler add-on enabled, which is unadded, so just press Ctrl T. I think it should be there by default. So let's put an object, and then now you see it won't stretch or squash anything. So I'm just going to bring this up, the detail all the way up, and then the roughness almost all the way up. So that's the entire node group for the material. And then now I think it's already here. It should be already here but we need to put, yeah, so now it's already here. So you see it's really satisfying to watch this. I lost a lot of time just watching this when I was making it. But for the background, we just add a plane, rotate it, and then bring on the Y. So that material was from Ducky 3D Real-Time Materials. It's a really good add-on. I use it for myself, and they're no sponsors, so I'm just saying that I really like it. So for the material in the background, you can choose whatever you want. You can use another material from Polyheaven or something like this, or you can just create your own if you know how to. But I'm just going to bring this to a really dark gray and then put the roughness up, just for the sake of time. And then I'm going to add a camera and then bring it back like this, and then zoom out with G and then middle mouse click, and then you can zoom in or out. I'm going to zoom a lot out so I can zoom in using the focal length. It just makes it kind of flatter, I think. So you can add that depth field, but I didn't on the original thing. So another thing that you can add, it's a cube. So I did this really fast. Is you just scale up a cube until you got out of the section of the camera, because this will take long to render. Just know that if you put this, your render time is going all the way down. So just create a new material. So remove the surface, so now it'll look black, and then go to volume and put a principled volume. So I just need to find right here and put the density way down, so 0.05, something like this. You can go to render view now and start looking on cycles or Eevee. If you added this, it's better to the cycles view, but it doesn't matter. You can just keep it whatever you want. So now we're just going to add a light. I put a light in the middle. It's a spotlight, no, point light, sorry. And then I gave it a green color, but we can always change it to a purple. I think it looks even better. So now I'm just going to bring this light up, like 18, something like this. And then we're going to add other lights, like area lights. And then just move them until you're happy with where they are. You can even add a spotlight, like this, put it up like right over here, and then just rotate it. So this gives a really good look, but you have to do something. You need to put the spot size like up, the blend you need to put all the way down, and the radius a lot. Just give it a lot. So now it will give it this really good look. And then you can keep adding lights or changing stuff to add a fill light right here or something like this. But now we're just going to look at my render settings. So right over here in the max samples, we're going to put a really low number. It can be 32, it's good. And then, or even you could go down to 5 if you don't have any patience, and then just bring it to very high contrast or high contrast, so that will give a contrast on your scene. So now for the format, so we can render a sequence. I think it's better if your computer can do really fast, just use this settings right here. So you select where you want them to go, and you put an FFmpeg video, and then on encoding, go to MPEG-4. So this will make your scene really good. It will just make it a really fast render. So, but then it can't be stopped unless you want to restart it again. That's the only bad thing about it. Yeah, so now we pretty much got everything. That's the whole scene, and then if you want, you can just go to Eevee and enable right here those two, so we can see like if it was render view, and then we can see the simulation. Yeah, so in cycles it tends to look better, but if you want your Eevee to look better, you can go to Eevee right here, and just put ambient occlusion, bloom if you want, screen space reflections 2, and then volumetrics just put this at 16 or 2. I don't know which one's better, I forgot, sorry. And then that's it. You can go to color management and change it, but that's the Eevee settings. It is really good, but cycles is just better, but it takes longer to render. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and thanks for Shaggy to being my patron, and I see you guys in the next video.